Hello everyone, this is Gautam Rajesh Shelly, the founder and CEO of AiSensy, and today I am going to take you through an overview of the AiSensy platform, a sort of a quick demo of the AiSensy platform so that you understand what you can do from where and how you can broadcast messages, automate some notifications, solve for customer support, sell your products, build chatbots, and get started with WhatsApp marketing, engagement, support, and boost your business by 3 to 5x using WhatsApp via AiSensy. So let's go. Let's get started with the AiSensy platform. I'll show you everything in a quick, fast format. The first and foremost thing that you need to do once you land on AiSensy platform is get the WhatsApp Business API. Basically, WhatsApp Business API helps you get that WhatsApp profile, which will furthermore get that verified green tick for you if WhatsApp allows. But apart from that, once you get the WhatsApp Business API, you can drive notifications, you can broadcast messages to thousands of users, you can solve for customer support via multi-agents, you can sell products, you can build chatbots, and you can do a lot of more things using the AiSensy platform. But the first and foremost step is getting the WhatsApp Business API. To get the WhatsApp Business API, you need to be ready with a mobile number. Remember, this mobile number should not be on the WhatsApp app or on the WhatsApp Business app, because if it is on these apps, you'll not be able to get the API on this number. So either you can go for a totally new number, or you can actually delete these apps from that number and get onboarded on the WhatsApp Business API. It's pretty much simple. I'll be taking you through how to get the WhatsApp Business API and then definitely get started. Great. So once you land on AiSensy platform, you can see a lot of places we have put up how to actually get the WhatsApp Business API. And you can see here, you can see on the top screen here also that it is pending. Either you can click on apply now here, or you can click on apply now here, or you can click on apply now here. Anywhere you can click on apply now and then click on continue with Facebook. Once you click on continue with Facebook, it takes you through a process called the embedded sign up process. And this embedded sign up process is what you need to go while getting the WhatsApp Business API. Once you go through this, you can just get started. You can click continue. You can choose your Meta Business account, which has a Facebook Business Manager verified. Don't worry if you don't have your Facebook Business Manager verified. You can get this done after this step also. So just choose your Facebook Business Manager account. And if you don't have a Facebook Business Manager account also, actually this process will create a Facebook Business Manager account for you. So let's go and let's get the WhatsApp Business API ASAP. So I'll choose an account which is verified and I'll just get started with this. I can see a lot of info and details. And what I'll do is, and then the next step, choose create a new WhatsApp Business account, create a new WhatsApp Business profile. Go to next, put up your WhatsApp Business account name. Remember, this is just a WhatsApp Business account name. This is not what will be displayed on your profile. That is the next one. So I can just put up here AiSensy new, let's suppose. And for my WhatsApp Business profile display name, I can just put up AiSensy Communications Private Limited. I'll choose a category. For me, it is professional services. So I'll just get that done. And I can just put up a business description, though it is optional. And I'll go to website and I'll just put up a website. And I'll just choose a number. And once I get a number, there'll be an OTP. Once I complete that OTP, I will get the WhatsApp Business API on my number. And remember, to get a Facebook Business Manager verified, you actually will need a website. So if you don't have a website yet, it's pretty much important to get that website. Secondly, to get your Facebook Business Manager verified, you should have your legal name on that website's footer option. And the third thing is your brand name, the display name that you're choosing should be available. The display name that you're choosing should be on the header section of your website. So in very simple terms, to get your Facebook Business Manager verified, you'll have to go to Facebook, you'll have to start a verification, you'll have to upload some documents, preferably your GST documents or some bills or some utility bill, and you'll have to have your legal name on the footer of your website. You should absolutely have a website, and you should have your brand name, your display name, which you're using for WhatsApp on the header section, basically around the logo of your website. That will help you get the Facebook Business Manager verified. If you don't have the Facebook Business Manager verified, the messaging limit is stuck just up to 250 messages per day. But if you get The Facebook Business Manager verified your messaging limit starts from 1000 users per day and grows up to unlimited users per day. Growing this limit is very simple. You just need to broadcast a message to half the users of your initial limit. So there are 4 limits. First is 1000 messages, 10,000 messages, 1 lakh messages and unlimited messages. So if you broadcast a message to 500 users, you go to 10,000 users per 24 hours. If you broadcast a message to 5,000 users within 7 days duration, so not necessarily you need to do it in one go, you can broadcast this message within 7 days duration. Once you broadcast a message to 5,000 users in the next 7 days, within 7 consecutive days, you go to the limit of 1 lakh users per 24 hours. And next, if you broadcast a message to 50,000 users, you get the unlimited users limit. 50,000 users in 7 days. So now I have applied for the API, I have my phone and display name verification done, I have my Facebook business verification done, and I now need to set up my profile. So you can just go here and you can set up your profile. Whatever your profile will look on WhatsApp, that is the exact next step that I need to do once I land on this platform. So I've just set up my profile and I can just put up my display name, I can just put up my description, I can just put up my profile picture, I can put up an address, I can put up my vertical, email, websites and all of that. And next I can just apply for green tick. Once I click on apply for green tick, there is a form that opens up which you need to fill up. And you need to remember, to apply for green tick, WhatsApp usually gives green tick to those brands who have their SEO optimized. In simple terms, it means that if I search you on Google, if you rank first or second for your search terms, basically you have some SEO done for your brand. So that is number one. And second, and you need to have some media articles around your name. If you don't have media articles, not to worry, you could have a social media following. And in that case also, WhatsApp can give you the green tick. The decision of this green tick solely depends on WhatsApp and not on AiSensy. We are just a mediator helping you get the green tick totally for free. Also, this API application procedure is totally for free and this green tick application procedure is totally for free. This whole setup comes under your 14-day free trial that you get on the AiSensy platform. Let's move ahead. So once you do this, you are ready, you are quite set on this platform. What you can do is, I'll just explain bits and pieces on the dashboard page, right? I have my WhatsApp business API status, which is live. I have my quality rating, which is high, and I have my remaining quota, which is 1 lakh. In your case, this should be 1000, right? So now moving on further, quality rating is a metric that is dependent on what is the user's behavior on your broadcast. Let's suppose you broadcast a message to 1000 people and 800 people block you. Then this quality rating will go down. Your number will not get blocked, but your quality rating will decrease. It will go down. And hence you will have to stop yourself from messaging for the next 2-3 days till this quality rating get backs up, and then you can start messaging to the right set of users with the right set of messages so that they don't block you. And if a very low number of users block you, this quality rating will stay high, will not let you down. Moving on further, the remaining quota. Remaining quota is a metric for the day. So I have 1 lakh messages that I can send today. Basically a day here means 24 hours window. So it's not a day, it's a 24-hour thing, right? If I'm sending a message today at 4 p.m. till tomorrow 4 p.m., it is valid basically, right? After tomorrow 4 p.m., it will refresh again. Moving on further, you can buy for WhatsApp credits using this platform here itself. You can just enter the amount of credits you want for WhatsApp recharges, for WhatsApp broadcasting. You can just do here itself. You get 1000 messages, 1000 service conversations for free. Service conversations is basically saying whenever a user is messaging you, you can reply to them, using a service conversation. Rest, there is utility conversation, authentication conversation, and marketing conversation. And you pay differently for these all conversations. Marketing is slightly higher, utility is lower, authentication is lower, and service is lower. And all these conversations, apart from service conversations, need template approvals. And that is the next step I will be taking you through. Also, you can buy a plan from here. We have monthly, quarterly, and yearly setups for plans. We have 2 major plans, basic and pro, and you can just choose. So pro is a very beneficial plan if you want to do click tracking, if you want to schedule your messages, and a lot of more features. But we have all the basic features covered in the basic plan also. So yes, you can choose a plan whenever you want from this dashboard itself. You can recharge for your conversation from this dashboard itself. Also, if you're stuck anywhere in any place, you can just reach out to the intercom button on the dashboard and you can chat with our team. So our team is always here to help you out, right? And we can just help you out there very seamlessly. Moving ahead, the first thing that you should do. So your use case majorly would be around broadcasting messages or automating some notifications or solving for customer support and live chat. The first thing you should actually do is you should get that WhatsApp button installed on your website. And that is totally again free of cost. You can just go to a tool that's saying WhatsApp website button. You can just choose this tool and you can just create a snippet for your website very instantly. Once you get this installed on your website, you actually start getting inbound leads for your business. The next thing you should actually do is you should actually get a QR code and links for your number. The number you got on the WhatsApp Business API, you should start promoting its links and QR codes out in the market, out across your social channels also. Moving on further, in this platform, the first thing now you should do if you wish to broadcast a message, if you wish to automate a notification, is actually getting a template message approved. So to get the template message approved, you'll have to go to this manage section. This manage section, first part in this manage section is template messages. And we have a library of messages for you. Basically, this library is a set of pre-approved messages. Those messages that we know will get approved certainly. And second part, these messages are specifically curated for businesses to perform really, really well. If you're just lost around, if you don't know what kind of message should I create for my business, you can actually choose from these messages. We have segregated these messages according to various business use cases and various industries. So I can just choose a message from here itself. I can just choose this offer message. I can just preview this. If you don't want to choose any of these messages, you can anytime create a new message from the button on the top saying new. Moving on further, if I go back, I'll just choose an offer message as of now. I can just preview this message. This is how the offer message looks like. I'll click on review and submit and I'll get. So there are three categories: marketing, utility, authentication. I'll just choose a category. If you're creating a new message, that's the procedure. You can choose the template message language. It could be anything: Hindi, Bengali, Chinese, Danish, Dutch, Gujarati, all the languages that you wish to choose. The third is basically I can choose a template name that I'm putting up here. I can just put up 1, 2, 3 or something. And then the template type. If the type is image, video, file, location, and text, there are 5 types that you can choose the template message could be from. And rest assured, if it is an image type or a file type or a video type, you just need to specify the type here. You don't need to send any image to WhatsApp. You don't need to send any video to WhatsApp. You don't need to send any file to WhatsApp instantly. You'll actually be sending this image once you are doing the broadcast, not while submitting this message. Next is template format. So I can just type the message I want to send, and if I put up a star here, that means I'm trying to bold my message. And I can use icons, I can use emojis, I can use all of these icons out here also. Furthermore, I can use parameters. Now this is very important. If I wish to send a personalized message to different people, right, with their name, with their amounts, with their degree, with the type of the product they would like, I can actually use parameters. The parameters in this section start from 1, and that is very easy, and you need to put them up in curly braces. So make sure you don't randomize it. You don't start from 2 or 5 or 6. You just start from 1 and put curly braces around it. So you can see here, if I remove 6, it will also remove it from the bottom mark. If I remove 5, it will also remove it from the bottom mark, right? In very simple terms, the more parameters you create in this template format, the more sample values you'll have to put up in the next step. So basically saying, okay, I want to put up this message here: final hours to go, offer ends soon, so much % discount on this purchase, time for action, use discount code so and so, get so and so discount, expires tonight, so and so, free delivery, right? So happy shopping. Definitely you can change these values when you will actually broadcast this message. And I can put up a template footer. A template footer is mostly your brand name. Like I can put up team AiSensy, right? And then I can choose call to actions. This is very important. You should definitely put up call to actions in all your template messages. These call to action buttons actually drive action from the user, and these call to action buttons can be of 2 types. One could be a simple call to action saying, okay, URL, and you can add a call now button out there. Make sure whenever you do this URL thing, you should enable click tracking, because once you have click tracking enabled, you can actually detect the intent of those users who have actually clicked on your template message. So either this can be a call to action with a URL and a call now section with a phone number. So I can just put up, okay, say call now, and I can just put up a number here saying, okay, put up a sample number for now, and I can just submit this message, or I can use quick replies. And quick replies could be like saying, okay, shop now, buy now, not interested. Basically, I can use quick replies on which user can click and start a conversation. Always remember, these quick replies can help you start your chatbot flows, which will be coming up later on in this section. So basically, you can build chatbots on the basis of different message initiations. Let's suppose I broadcast some message to different set of users and a different message to different set of users. I can initiate different chatbot flows on the basis of these two different messages, on the basis of quick replies of these two different messages. Super helpful, right? So amazing. Moving on further, I can just choose a call to action. I can just choose a URL, and I love URLs basically. I'm definitely a fan of URLs, right? I can say buy now. I can just put up a link out here saying, okay, aisensy.com/pricing for now. And then yes. So this is a message. I'll just submit it here and it goes in for approval. Template approval usually takes hardly 1 to 2 minutes. Let's go back and check, is this message yet approved or not. Currently it is in pending. 1 second, I'll just sync it up. Gone. Tada! It is approved. It was approved in 3 seconds. Can you imagine? The template message got approved in 3 seconds. Wow. Now I'm ready. I'm actually ready with a lot of stuff. But before that, I can actually set up a lot more things here. What I can set up is a welcome message. I can set up an off hours message. Now welcome message is basically saying that, okay, whenever someone says something to this number, there is this message that goes through. And if I'm not available and these are my off hours or my team's off hours, this is the message that goes through, and that is where you can set up the off hours message. Now I can go to contacts page. Now all the users that sent a hi or a text message to this API number will be shown here. Also, you can import a lot of users via an Excel file. And the third way to get users here is via automated notifications, via basically APIs, via connecting them to your software, to Shopify, to different portals, to Lead Square, to Razorpay, all of these portals. So now you can see a lot of contacts are here already, and I can actually add a contact simply, or I can import. I can import from a CSV, and also I can use a new feature that is import and broadcast. Basically saying that simultaneously I'll import these contacts and simultaneously there will be a broadcast that will also be going. Amazing. So now once I import these contacts, I can also make use of these tags and attributes. Now tags and attributes is a way through which you can actually segregate the audience while doing your broadcast. You can segment them and send them smartly. You can send the right message to the right people. To import contacts, it was very simple. You can view these tutorials and you can get through a knack of how you can actually import these contacts via a CSV file. Also, while importing, you can create these tags and attributes through which you can segment better. To create these tags and attributes, you can again go to the manage section. You can create these tags. Again, go to attributes and you can create these attributes, right? It's very simple. Tag is something like saying, okay, warm lead, cold lead, important lead, in very simple terms, just tagging a user. Attribute is a more detailed version of it, like saying the email of this person is this, the country of this person is this, the city of this person is this. So a deeper level of profiling, basically a qualification basically of the user. Move on further. I'll go to contacts. If I wish to just segregate an audience and send a broadcast now, so what I'll do is I'll go to this filter option and I'll just choose a tag. I'll just segregate my audience first. I'll say, okay, I just want to see those people who have the tag called virtual number request, and I'll just click on apply, and I'll get all those people who have requested for a virtual number for me. Basically, that is a tag that has come up due to this request. I'll choose this contacts and I'll click on broadcast. What I'll do now is I can choose a sample campaign saying ABCD campaign or a virtual number campaign. I'll choose a template message, any template message that I can choose here. So I can get all the template messages here and I can choose a template message which definitely has click tracking enabled. And you can see that, okay, those templates which have click tracking enabled have a click tracking icon, which you can see out here, right? And I'll choose a template which has click tracking enabled, and I can just fill in the parameters here that I want for this user base. And also I can choose from the attributes. I have so many attributes. I can choose the name, and if I cannot find the name, there should be a fallback value that if there is no name or there is no attribute available for that particular user, I can just choose that. Second, I can just say, okay, purchase of our new product, and I can just put up apply coupon code discount, and I can say, okay, flat 20% off. So I can just configure this message right here itself using my parameters. Even I can schedule this message. I can say, okay, if I want to send this message tomorrow, like let's suppose you're sitting on a Friday and you wish to schedule this message for a Sunday, you can definitely do that via this feature. Moreover, you can exclude opted out data. This basically means that you can set up some keywords from the user saying, okay, if they say stop, they will be automatically opted out, right? And you can exclude this opted out data from your broadcast. Also, I can test this campaign. I can say, okay, this campaign is going to go to 400, 500 or 5 lakh users, and I want to test it on myself first. So I can just say, okay, Gotham, and I can enter my number here, and I can just say test. If I say test, I will actually receive a message first, and I'll see that, okay, this message is according to my expectations, and I can just click on send now. Once I click on send now, this whole messaging campaign actually becomes a campaign inside the campaigns toolbar, right? Inside the campaigns section. And inside the campaign section, you can see there are multiple types of campaigns. All campaigns, broadcast campaigns, API campaigns, scheduled campaigns. I can see all of them quite here, quite seamlessly. And I can go to these broadcast campaigns, or I can go to all campaigns, and I can actually see that what all campaigns I have sent till now. Moving on further, I can actually click on this campaign and I can actually see a detailed down version of how much did I spend on this campaign, what was the campaign performance, how did this campaign perform, what was the delivery rate, what was the read rate, what was the click rate, and what was the failure rate. The beautiful part of this campaign section is that not only you can see that what was the rate of delivery or what was the rate of reading, you can actually also see the audience, and you can segregate them and you can rebroadcast. The beauty of WhatsApp marketing is actually retargeting. So what you need to do is you need to go to the delivered portion here, and you can see that all those people who have actually seen this message, who have actually got this message. Now you can segregate this audience on the basis of who have read this message and who have not read this message. And you can actually create a new campaign by choosing all of them and broadcasting again. The best part that I like basically is saying I go to the click portion usually, and I choose all of them and I send them a message again. Or I go to the read portion basically, and I say who have not clicked on this campaign, and I rebroadcast a campaign. Now since WhatsApp also gives you this option, you can send the same type of template message for the next 24 hours without any cost. So why not make use of retargeting campaigns and send them the message that you want to send without any extra cost using this retargeting feature. So I totally believe that click tracking is one of the most amazing features because I actually get high intent. I know how many times a user has clicked a certain campaign, a certain message, right? And I can retarget accordingly. And the beauty of WhatsApp marketing is actually these cool, good, super high open rates, read rates, and click rates. That is why you should actually hop on to WhatsApp engagement, WhatsApp marketing today. But now comes the next question, that when these users start chatting and when you have put up that WhatsApp button on your website, there will be chats, there will be incoming messages. How do you handle them with your team? And secondly, how do you chat with them with chatbots? And then how does your team and you chat with them on live chat? So let's go. The first thing you should do here is actually go to manage and add agents. Now agents is basically saying that I'm adding my team members whom I can make a manager or an agent, and actually I can see their status. Are they online, are they offline? And it's very simple. Just click on add agent, add the agent name, add the agent email, add their WhatsApp number, mark them as agent or manager, and then choose their username and password and give it to them. Now what is the difference between an agent and a manager? An agent can only do live chat and see history, but a manager can manage all your campaigns, see your data and everything. Basically a manager is as similar to an owner, but an owner can make billings and payments. A manager cannot do that. So yeah, so give an agent access to all the agents that you have and see the magic. Next, come to the live chat window. Once you come to this live chat section, you can actually see there are three sections: active, requesting, and intervened. So now, if I go to the active section, I can actually see all the chats that my chatbot is actually resolving. In the requesting section, there are chats which chatbot was not able to resolve, and the user is asking for a human agent intervention. Now suppose I click on intervene, then I can actually start a live chat with this user. And also I can choose some pre-made messages called canned messages, which I can send to the user very neatly from the chat dashboard. Also, I can transfer this chat to my different team members. I can see that, okay, I can transfer this chat to all those who are online out here, and I can route them to the right team when needed. Coming to the intervene section, I can also see all the chats intervened by any other specific agent. Basically, I want to see that, okay, which chat has been intervened by whom, and I can do that right from here very seamlessly. I can see what chats have been intervened by others. So I can see this, and I can also take over these chats. Mind you, this functionality is just for managers and not for agents. Basically, an agent cannot see what all chats have been intervened by others. As a manager, I can take over chats and I can transfer it to different agents if I feel that that agent is not available at this point of time. How amazing this is, right? I'll come back to chats intervened by me, and I can also see that, okay, I have sent this message to this user. Furthermore, I can add some tags here also. I can add tags like saying, okay, this is an important one for me, this is a hot lead, this is a cold lead, and I can just click on add and I can add that here. Moving on to attributes, I can add some attributes. Also, you can collect these attributes via the chatbot. So the chatbot can ask for these attributes within the flow, and these attributes will get updated. Same for the tags. You can update tags on the basis of chat flows also. Moving on to campaigns, I can actually see what all campaigns I have sent to this user till now. I have sent this campaign to this user and this has been read by the user also. Also, I can see e-commerce orders. If I have connected Shopify or WooCommerce, I can see what order were confirmed by this user, what was abandoned, what was cancelled. And furthermore, I can see the whole customer journey of this user. When was the user created? When was the service conversation started? When was the marketing conversation started? When did the user request intervention? If I did intervene the user, when did I intervene them? All of it. And furthermore, you can click on resolve to send this conversation back to the chatbot. So if you want to send this conversation back to the chatbot, you need to click on this resolve button. Also on the above toolbar, you can actually see different chats here that are in your requesting and intervene section. Majorly, let's again classify this. Active section is for all the conversation that is being done by the chatbot. Requesting section is when the chatbot is not able to understand any query and the user is kind of asking for a human intervention. Intervene section is when some of your teammate actually intervenes the chat and takes over the conversation. Click on resolve to put it back to the active section, to the chatbot actually. So yes, and I can also filter out chats, and I can also assign agents on the basis of different tags and different attributes and different campaigns. Let's suppose you have 5 different campaigns in 5 different cities. I can actually say that this agent should only see messages coming in from this particular campaign. I can actually do that. I can actually go to this agent, I can select an attribute, I can select a campaign, I can select a tag, and I can specifically filter out this agent should particularly see only these user chats, and that is absolutely possible from the AiSensy dashboard. So I can limit the particular agent to particular chats as a manager. Moving on further, I can actually see analytics. I can see the agent activity, how many chats an agent has closed, how many chats an agent has intervened on a daily basis very neatly from this dashboard itself. I can go to different agents here and I can get a reporting done. Also, I can see the chats per day, how many business messages were going from my number, how many user messages were coming to my number. Moving on further, I can build chatbot flows very neatly from this dashboard. And to create a flow, it's very simple. I can just start a flow via some keywords, or I can choose a template message via quick replies. I can start a flow, or I can choose a click to WhatsApp ad to start a flow also. And building a flow is very seamless, very easy. You can just build a flow in 10 minutes. I built this flow in hardly 10 minutes. I just knew what I had to build and I just went on and I just started off, right? So I can just see here, I can also see a preview of what this message would look like on WhatsApp. And I can choose different type of messages. I can choose a text button, I can choose a text message, I can choose a button based message, some media messages, list, product messages, templates, all of it. I can ask a question, I can save that to attributes, I can add some tags, I can even send some API requests. I can add that, I can send an API request to my server, to my databases, to my software, and I can call something from them. I can get some data and I can show it to the user. Quite extensive chatbots can be built using this flow very neatly, very seamlessly via this dashboard. Amazing. So I've built these flows, I can connect these flows very seamlessly, and you can see here very easily I can connect these flows to different channels, to different blogs. I can connect these flows to different blogs, right? So yeah, once I build a flow, if you wish to add catalogs to these flows, you need to actually connect catalog first. You need to connect this catalog from your Facebook Commerce Manager. So your Facebook Commerce Manager should have your products. You can fetch those catalogs and then you can show these products also in your flow builder. Furthermore, you can even connect Shopify, you can connect WooCommerce, and you can connect payments option via this dashboard for collecting payments directly via WhatsApp. And you can collect payments via Razorpay, via Cashfree, via PayU, via UPI, via net banking. All of it is coming on WhatsApp very soon. Moving on further. So once I've built flows, I can actually test them out by sending a message to this number. I can see those chats in the live chat section. I can see the requesting section. I can intervene them, and I can again see all the chats here in the live chat section. And these flows are very helpful if you're starting it from a keyword for the incoming users, or if you're starting it for the template messages that you're sending out to your users. And one of the most interesting sections is actually WhatsApp automation. Now, to start WhatsApp automation, you will actually have to go to manage and you'll have to go to API keys. So basically saying that if you wish to connect your own software, your own APIs, your own databases to WhatsApp, you'll have to have an API key. You have to go to read API docs and you'll have to understand this basic API doc. And this basic API doc is basically you have to hit a post request to this URL. You'll have to hit a post request to this URL with this JSON payload. And to understand this, we'll have to go back to AiSensy. So first you have to generate an API key. Once you generate an API key, you will have to create an API campaign. So you go to the campaigns, you go to launch, and you create an API campaign. In this API campaign, you just choose a name. Let's suppose you say payment update, and then you can choose a message which aligns with your campaign. Once you choose a message, you can just set this campaign live. Now once you set this campaign live, this campaign is actually live, but now you need to hit this URL with the campaign name, with the payload that is needed to actually run this API campaign, and you'll be able to see all the stats that I showed you for the broadcast campaign in the API campaign also. Like you can see our API campaigns are continuously running, and I can see all the stats here very seamlessly. Amazing. Moving on further, so I'll show you the API reference docs. You can see here, I just need to input the API key here. The campaign name was the API campaign that I actually created right now. The destination is the mobile number. The username is what you need to have, that is the user's name. And then there is source. You can just add any source if you wish to add it. If the message is a media type message, it could be a file, it could be a video, it could be an image. Just add the URL that you would like to send to the user, and you can specify a file name. Next, you need to specify those template parameters. That basically means those variables that you need to put up here. And then if you want to add a tag to the user, you can add a tag. If you wish to add an attribute, you can add an attribute. Some fields are optional, some fields are really important that you need to put up. Moving on further, I can actually set up these API campaigns very neatly. But if you wish to integrate some CRMs or Shopify or WooCommerce, you can do that within this platform very neatly. So you can connect Razorpay, you can connect Shopify, you can connect WooCommerce, Pabbly, Lead Squad, WebEngage, CleverTap, Kailas, MoEngage, Warehouse, Cronberry, OpenCart, Integrately, and a lot of more software using this dashboard very seamlessly right from here itself without need to code actually anything. And Shopify and WooCommerce is very beautiful, very seamless. We have pre-built messages for Shopify and WooCommerce. We have pre-built campaigns. So you don't need to take the pain of thinking what kind of flows you can actually set up in Shopify. You can set up abandoned cart flows. We already have abandoned cart 1, 2, 3. Means there are 3 abandoned cart flows you can automatically set up. You just need to go to store setup, set up messages. So in store setup, you need to set up your store. You need to add your store credentials, your access token, your API secret key, and then click on setup messages, submit all these messages, and enable all of them in one go. Once you enable all of them, all the campaigns are enabled, and these campaigns contain of abandoned cart campaigns, confirmation campaigns, COD confirmation campaigns, and order notifications, reordering campaigns, and order feedback campaigns. You can see here all of these campaigns are pre-built, pre-made for you. You don't need to think twice of what campaigns you need to set up if you are doing Shopify WooCommerce. And in Shopify WooCommerce also, you can set up for your product flows. You can set up your product flows. You can set up your catalog very seamlessly using the flows option. Moving on further, you can actually turn on notifications. So if your agents want a notification on their mobile whenever there is a requesting chat, you can turn on push notification via notification preferences features. And also you can enable or disable the sound notification that comes up whenever there is a requesting chat. Moving to billing and usage, you can actually see your billing right here itself. You can see the free tier conversations. You can see what kind of usage in terms of billing is being done by your account. What is your monthly active user base? What is your WhatsApp credit usage on a monthly, on a weekly, on a daily basis? Amazing. You can set up some canned messages. You can do some live chat settings. You can set up opt-in and opt-out messages via this dashboard and a lot more things right here. Opt-in opt-out is very simple, basically saying that if you want some users to be opted out on the basis of what keyword they say. Let's suppose someone says stop and you want to automatically opt them out. So you can set up that right here itself, and you want to opt in some users on the basis of some keywords. Again, you can automatically set that up also, and you can set up a response to their message, basically saying that okay, you have been opted out or you have been opted in from your conversations. There is also a chatbot integration with Google Dialogflow, and you can even connect your chatbot with Google Dialogflow if you wish to connect it that way. Moving on further, we have a really cool feature called the meta ads. The meta ads basically means these are click to WhatsApp ads, in which you can run click to WhatsApp ads on Facebook and Instagram directly from the AiSensy account. So first you need to connect your Facebook account, you need to choose an ad account, you need to choose your Facebook page, link WhatsApp number and start creating an ad. And you can create your ad from this dashboard, or you can create an ad in the Facebook's ads manager and also just click on fetch ads to see all your leads in campaigns very seamlessly. You'll get a leads specifically segmented into campaigns, and you can broadcast messages to them using this feature very seamlessly. And that is what click to WhatsApp ads is all about. You will get 5x leads. People have generated 5x leads using this feature. That's it, everyone. Thanks a lot for joining me on this demo, on this quick demo of the AiSensy platform. I hope you liked it. Keep using the AiSensy platform. Discuss with our tech team, with our support team if you're stuck anywhere, and we'll be happy to help you out. Thanks a lot.